Why do you do this to me? The fuck have I done to you? The fuck have I done to you? Why do you make me suffer? Hmm? Yeah, man. Let's just do this. Let's just fucking do this. What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Barca Talk. Episode 12 of Barca Talk. Where today we're going to talk about the Barcelona tie versus Real Betis and the Real Madrid win against Girona. Yay! Beautiful, nice. Fucking hell, piece of shit. All right. Man, I'm tired, bro. I'm just tired, man. I'm just tired of everything. I'm tired of it all. For those who are new here to this channel, for those who are new to this series, basically in this Barca Talk, we talk about the best team in the world, the best team of all time. We're first place. Haha, we're first. Madrid, you're second. Not for long, though, because Barcelona keep fucking up every fucking week. We want to just play like shit all of a sudden. One day we play good, and then the other day we play fucking dog shit. Fuck me in the ass. I hate everything. All right. That's what this Barca Talk is. And sometimes, occasionally, we talk about the other team, Madrid. You know, when I get the chance to watch their games and shit, which I did for this week. So, I'm making this video the day after the game just because last night I was just out of it. I was feeling like shit. My head was hurting. You know, I streamed the Real Madrid versus Girona game. And from that stream, you could probably tell I was just out of it. I was just feeling like shit, honestly. I don't know. I just had a headache, probably because of the earlier that day, Barcelona fucking just stressed me out, ruined my day, and be like, yo, Leo, here, have a shit day for the rest of the day. Because, for some reason, they control my emotions for a day every time they play. But, that's football. Football is life, right? Football is vida, like the channel was called. So, that's what it is. So I didn't stream the Real Betis and Barcelona game just because I had some things to do, and I didn't have time to do it. I didn't have time to stream it. But later that day, I streamed the Madrid game, and just again, like you could tell from that game, I was just out of it. Didn't have much energy, so I was gonna record this last night, but again, I just had no energy to really talk about the game. I had a headache, and I was like, let me just do it the next day, which is today. But I'm not gonna run away from the situation. I'm still gonna talk about everything that happened. Cause it's just like a therapy session for me, type shit, where I can talk about Barcelona and just whenever they play like shit and play bad, just talk about it here. So this is what this is. So enjoy. Before we get into this, like, subscribe, favorite, hit notification bell, all that shit. Share to your local Barca fans. I love Barcelona. So if any Barca fans that are here, if you agree with anything I'm gonna say today, let me know in the comments. Any Madrid fucking haters that want to hate on me in the comments, just know Kylian Mbappe missed the penalty against Wecloome and Liverpool. Just know that. And you've been sucking his dick for this long for him, and he's playing like shit. So suck a dick. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into the Real Betis versus Barcelona. Barcelona go away to Real Betis, and they finish the game 2-2. 2-2. And that scoreline flatters Barcelona because 100%, whoever watched the game knows Barcelona did not deserve that win. I can admit it. I can say it wholeheartedly. We did not deserve that win. We were lucky to walk away with the tie. We were lucky enough to walk away with the tie because there was just, wow, what a terrible performance. Something that's been reoccurring for the last couple of weeks with Barcelona where they just want to play like shit in the league, especially away. 3 away games in a row already in the league. Not in a row, but 3 league games where we played in away out of the last 4, and we've dropped points in every single one against Real Sociedad, against Celta Vigo, and now against Real Betis. The one game we did win was against Mallorca, and that was at home, which we won. Wait, am I forgetting one? Real Betis, Celta Vigo. Real Sociedad, and there was one more we tied. Shit, who did we tie to? Yeah, my memory's gone. There was one more game we tied. I forgot. Was that away or home? That was home. Oh yeah, against fucking Las Palmas, and we lose us again Las Palmas. But yeah, he's looking like away from home. We're struggling a bit. We're struggling, man. You know, we've gotten some wins, but recently we've been struggling going away and beating teams. Mallorca was obviously an exception, but Mallorca's not the same quality team as Celta Vigo or Real Sociedad or now it's Real Betis. So yeah, let's just get into the first half. When you look at the lineups, Iñaki Peña, Jules Koundé, Inigo Martinez, Paco Barci, Alejandro Balde, double pivot of Pedri Casado, with Dani Olmo playing the 10, Lamine, Rafinha, and Lewa. That's literally our best lineup. That is the best lineup Barcelona can put up this season. What the best players they can put up from, let's say we had a fully fit team. Besides maybe the defense, you could probably change some things. Like, let's say you want to add Araujo, you want to add Christensen. Besides that, there's literally no one else you would really change, especially like how we've been playing this season. Our best team, this is our best team. Flick went out all out for this game to put the best team possible to try and get a win today. And all I can say is what a disappointment, what a disaster class of a performance. Ferran Torres came out after the game in an interview, or like post interview after the game, post game interview, whatever the fuck you want to call it. He's saying that first half we played bad, second half we improved. I honestly thought it was the complete and utter opposite. I think first half we played way better than we played in the second half. Maybe the second half looked like an improvement because Lamy started to pop off more, but besides that, no, 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 no. So beginning of the game, Real Betis literally could have scored like that. I think it was like what 4 minutes in from a corner kick, little header. They almost could have scored immediately, but thankfully Rafinha was there, the cappy, to clear it, and we got saved. Then moments later, Abde, ex-Barcelona player, gets in behind from Jules Koundé, one-on-one, kind of, because Jules Koundé was still behind them, but, any elite, finisher, like, uh, maybe like you call it Cavani, Leao, any elite striker, winger, whatever, could have finished that chance. Thankfully, Abde missed it, and a good save from Iñaki Peña to make himself big enough to block the shot. But again, that was just a terrible shot from Abde in general. But from there, from the get-go, it was all Real Betis. From the get-go, it was Real Betis all over us. They were holding possession more. They were pressuring us a lot. They were attacking a lot. I'm not going to say they had clear chances, but they definitely did have some chances where they could have been 1 to 2 nil up in that first half. As much as us too, but not really. Not really, to be honest. When I look at who were the main sparks in that first half, I would give it to Yamal and what's his name, and Balde. I think Balde was pretty good in the first half. Second half was a different story, but I think first half you like when you see Balde, you could just see the clear difference between him and Martin, and why us Barca fans don't like Martin, because Balde just finds the space and he just goes. He just goes. He sees the space in between two players. He sees the space anywhere where he can just run and dribble. He does it, and he does it perfectly. He does it amazingly. He did it multiple times this game where he just found the space. Like we had no options. No one was open. They were man marking us perfectly. We didn't have many options, and Balde's like, "Fuck it, I'll go," and he did it multiple times in that game, which I'd like to see. That's the difference you can see. That's the kind of difference maker you need from in your team, especially like in a defensive role like that, which is good. Help you attack a lot more, because that first half we were struggling to attack a lot. Dani Olmo, oh my god, I'm getting really frustrated with him. Really frustrated with him. Another bad performance, to be honest. I was not impressed with Dani Olmo a lot at all. I don't understand what's wrong with him. I don't know if it's like if he's still, because the excuse before from the last other 2 games where he was bad against Brest, he wasn't amazing, and against not Las Palmas, against Mallorca, he was not really. No. The last 2 games before the 5-1, not before like the Celta Vigo game and the Brest games, he wasn't amazing. He wasn't like great. So it was like but the questions at that point were like, oh, is it because he got injured and like he's not fully fit yet? What's wrong with him? I'm like, all right, cool. He didn't play the last game because apparently, I mean, he was on the bench, but I guess he just wasn't fully fit. He came back this game, started this game, and again, a poor performance. Like he didn't complete that many passes, like dangerous, like key passes in that game where we were like very good, like in because he's supposed to be the 10, the creator, the person that wants to create something to hold the ball, hold up play, and do something with the ball in the middle. In the whole game, he did nothing. Like I wasn't impressed at all with him at all. Like I can't remember a single like opportunity that he created himself. Like he just like very sometimes he's just very quick with the ball in terms of he wants to get rid of it. Like he gets the ball and he just wants to make something happen out of nothing. Like he tries to, but like it lands nowhere. Like it doesn't get to anywhere where we needed to what needed to happen. Like he tries to make the passes, he tries to be creative, but it just doesn't work out. It hasn't been working out at all for him, and is honestly his performances have been really disappointing. Like the first couple games, Olmo has not been the same for these last couple weeks. Again, I don't know if it's because he's not fully fit or again he's just performing bad. Like mentally, I don't know what's wrong with him. There's just something wrong with him in the system. There's something wrong with him in his game. He's just not the same Dani Olmo we saw in the first couple games of the season. So, but again, so yeah, poor performance from Dani Olmo. Again, the only sparks, like I was saying, it was Balde and Yamal. Like Yamal, but Yamal at the same time wasn't amazing in that first half compared to the second half. The same situation with Mallorca. Like first half, not much. Second half, popped off. First half, he trying to make some passes, trying to make some, passes that were to his teammates, like where he expected them to be, but they just were never there. Let's be honest. Like he gave up the ball a lot of times when making those kind of passes. Um, he tried to be creative, but again, nothing was working in that first half. Betis were defending very well, and they didn't allow us to do anything. Lewandowski was obviously like ghost town most of the game in the first half. He got the goal from a very good play from Barcelona, from Yamal to Pedri to Kunde, and then Kunde makes a perfect pass into the middle, and Lewa squares it. That was a very good. Again, that's what you want from your striker. Like you don't need them to be involved 100% if their main involvement is going to be scoring goals. So yeah, Lewa got his goal, perfect play from Barcelona, and to put us one up late into the first half. I think it was like almost the 40th minute. Cool, but again, it was a situation where even after the goal, we were struggling to create, we were struggling to attack, and we were defending a lot. And Red Betis again, they're very well in pressuring us and attacking us, and like that Avila fucker who kept pressing a lot. Again, his press was shit. Like we were getting out of it quick, but at the same time, it pressured us and turned into trying to play quick, and we lost the ball a lot of times like that. So again, it's just a situation where Barcelona, which is very poor in being creative and very poor in attacking. Like none of our attacks really led to anything. We were just like it was pissing me off. We just kept crossing, trying to cross, and just led to nothing. Like it was just a easy clearance for Real Betis. Um, Pedri and Casado were not great at all. Like Pedri, this was one of his poor performances for sure from the season. He really wasn't involved at all. Casado defensively tried to put in work, but it wasn't amazing either. The one thing that was pissing me off about the stupid ass ref was the fact that he called a lot of fouls where we didn't even touch the players. Like our players didn't touch them at all. But this guy's so stupid and blind. He's like, oh, he fell on the ground. He's acting on the ground. He's acting like he got fouled. Call the foul. Like there were multiple times in that game, which was stupid. But yeah, can you do? But going into the first half, being 1-0 up very flattered us in terms of the performance we were putting up because we did not put up a good performance. Real Betis again were very wasteful, and again quality obviously matters when it comes to these teams. Like you can play good football, you can do good things, but if you don't have that finishing touch, finishing edge, then it really doesn't really matter because again the point of the game is to score and win. And Red Betis were very wasteful because lack of quality up top. So yeah, anyone else? Juice Kunde, not very much from him in the first half either. Defensively, Inigo Kubarsi, like we were doing good, but at the same time they were getting through us a lot of times. Iñaki Peña popped off in that first half, saving us a lot of times too. But Rafinha, kind of not the same Rafinha we've been seeing recently. Not his best performance either. Not very involved a lot in that first half either. Like again, it was just a half where Barcelona were not doing enough. They were not doing enough. Second half. So yeah, we went in 1-0 to the second half. Cool. Um, Second half, disgusting performance from Barcelona. Disgusting. Again, like Ferran Torres, the second half we were better than the first. Like no, maybe because we got the goals, but again, it was all Lamine Yamal in the second half. Lamine was the one, if anything, trying to do something, trying to help us win this game because everyone else was just non-existent at all. Um, which is frustrating. They were all over us in that second half. They were completely all over us. It was looking likely that they were going to score before we were. It was looking very likely that they were going to tie the game for sure, and they did with the penalty. Obviously, Frankie de Jong comes in, and the first action he does is give up a penalty to Real Betis, which is like, wow, you get the armband from Rafinha, and this is what you do to us. Again, it wasn't completely his fault because we just had terrible defending. We let Vitor Roque get through us, and it was a situation where Frankie tried to, track back and, get the ball back, but unfortunately he stepped on him. He stepped on him, and at that point, like, you're clipped. When you step on a player who is literally through on goal, then it's an automatic penalty. That 100% was a penalty. So there was like literally no excuse for Barcelona there, no excuse for Frankie either. But again, terrible defending where they got through us. One opportunity got through us, and yeah. I think if Vitor Roque was through, he probably would have missed anyway. Like Vitor Roque, like did nothing in that whole game. Like the only good action he did was to get that penalty. That's it. And that little smirk he did after we got the penalty, kiss that badge goodbye, buddy. Um, yeah, terrible performance from Barcelona in the second half. Lo Celso steps up for the penalty. Boom, goal. Fuck off. 1-1. 1-1. And from there on, whew, again, if it wasn't for Lamine Yamal, who would have known? What would have happened in this game? We would have lost. We 100% probably would have lost this game if Lamine Yamal didn't exist. But thankfully, Lamine Yamal does exist. But Ferran Torres comes in for Rafinha. Frankie de Jong comes in for Pedri. Who again didn't have a great performance at all. Was disappointed in the boy. Rafinha, I think that was the massive mistake that Flick made in taking out Rafinha for Ferran fucking Torres. I don't care that he got the goal. My God, bro, so frustrating, so fucking frustrating. Uh, yeah, I think that was the one mistake he did come in and bringing him in. Probably another mistake was bringing in Ford for Balde, but Balde didn't have the greatest second half either. Jules Koundé in the second half was attacking a bit more. He was a bit more involved, but defensively was getting kind of cooked. But especially by their left back, who had a very good performance. When it comes to Lewandowski, again, non-existent. Paul Victor came on for him, but Paul Victor was also non-existent in that half. After he came on, Gavi comes in too. Gavi, again, not really much he could do. I already explained that when Gavi recently and Frankie, since they've been coming on, have been more of a factor of coming in to help defend rather than help us create or attack, because they came in and our attack didn't look any different. Besides, every single ball was going to Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal was the only reason we even existed in this game. Without him, oh my God, I don't even want to think about what would I, if Lamine was still injured right now. We probably, oh my God, man, dropped even more points. We would have lost this game. But yeah. So Lamine Yamal, all him that second half gets, like, he was the one creating. He was the one. We were giving the ball constantly to Lamine because we knew Lamine was our best player, our best attacker, and that he was going to do something. Like, that's how trustworthy he is as a player for us, and how much his own teammates trust him. Like, here, give the ball, do something, please, help us. Literally every single, and he did. Every time he got the ball, something was happening. Something looked like it was going to happen. Again, what was frustrating about Ferran Torres coming in for Rafinha was the difference between for both of them. One has IQ, the other doesn't. One is intelligent and making runs, the other is stupid. Like Rafinha, times his runs perfectly, knows what to stay on, knows when to make the run, knows when to get to the space correctly at the right time. Ferran Torres was offside how many times that game? Until we got his goal. Cool. Good for him for getting that goal. But slightly. You were slightly onside. He got lucky that he was onside, but was offside multiple times, came on, like Ferran Torres was looking such a liability, and then I forget if it was before the second. No, I think it was after the second goal. After he scored the goal again, great pass from Lamine, perfect pass from Lamine to Ferran, and Ferran squares it. Cool, nice, beautiful. Gets us 2-1. Like, but again, I don't remember if this action was before or after the second goal. I think it was after, because I'm pretty sure we were like I was frustrated as fuck because we could have won the game if yeah I think it was after the second goal. Lamine Yamal, Lamine Yamal. Cada día te quiero más. Takes on 4 different people by himself. Easily gets through them, like they're non-existent. He gets through the last player in the box of Real Betis. And Ferran Torres, oh my god, Lamine's making a run? Let me get in his way. Huh. Let me get in his way. Let me fuck it up. Let me fuck up the highlight. His best second goal he would have scored in his career after the goal against France. Let me get in his way. Oh, yo, hey, give me the ball. Huh? He gets the ball and he shoots it out. He doesn't even shoot it on target. He doesn't. It does not even get it. The shot didn't even get saved. Nowhere near the target. And on top of that, he was offside. I don't. If whoever saw that, I don't think you understand how fucking amazing that goal would have been. Taking on 4 different people, and then scoring that goal. And this fucker got in his way and ruined it all. And you can see Lamine's face. He was pissed. He was pissed. He just fucked up his highlight. He just fucked up the game-winning goal. And that was the story of Ferran Torres' fucking half for that shit. Onside and shit at finishing. My God, man. This. Like good on him for getting his goal. Good. Get some redemption, and good for him to like show obviously how much he cares about Valencia, where he's from, and everything. Cool. Like that was all amazing. Great to see. But again, it doesn't really help the team if we're not getting the 3 points, right? Go. That was the. Oh my God, you guys don't understand how much that pissed me off. That I think that pissed off every single Barca fan. The highlight we would have gotten. Lamine's second best goal of his career, and us getting 3 points. But what can we do now? What can we do? So then, 9 minutes of the game, they added a total of 8 minutes. 8 minutes added extra time. I think it was the 95th, 96th minute cross from a Real Betis player for the substitute that came on. I forgot his name. Let me look up his name because I don't want to disrespect. Lo Celso obviously scored the penalty, but I didn't mention who scored that. It was a substitution. Diao, whatever the fuck, however you pronounce his name. Asane Diao. 19 years old. Wow. Great finish. It gets crossed into the box. Terrible defending. Terrible man marking. Fort was looking at the player who was making the cross with his hands behind him. And I think that was kind of Inigo Martinez's fault for not marking that guy. And then, boom, one touch through the legs of Inigo into the bottom corner. Inigo, Inaki, didn't suspect it at all. Couldn't sniff it, and then go. 2-2, tied. Wow. I forgot to mention Flick got a red card too. I'm not really sure why. I think he stepped into the field or screaming and stuff. And now I'm seeing a lot of stupid reports of 2-match ban or 6-match ban. I'm like, okay, what the fuck is happening here? So he probably said some other stuff too, to be honest. But who knows? Who knows what happened there? But he did get the red card. as well. Frankie got the yellow card for the penalty too. But yeah, 2-2 tie, and then boom, the game ends 2-2. Barcelona drop another 2 points, and literally telling Madrid, here, you're playing shit too. Have a chance. Have a chance. Not only them, Atletico Madrid too. They're stepping up today. They actually play today. They actually play today. Have they played yet? I think they play at 3. Yeah, they play at 3 against Sevilla. Okay, they're getting close to us too. I think they're at 35. Let me check, bro. And they still have to play another. And they're 2 games behind us too. They're at 32, so they're 6 points behind. So if they win their next 2 games, same amount of points as us. What are we doing? What are we doing? But the frustrating thing about Barcelona this season is the fact that we control games, we score goals, and then when we're in a moment where we're vulnerable, when we're not playing good, where we need to hold the lead, we don't. Defensively, we've been terrible as a group, as a collective, because for you to be 2-1 up and then literally just give it up like that because you're not defending like you need to be defending to hold the lead is just terrible. It's just terrible. So and it's not the first time it's happened this season. It's just so frustrating how terribly the Barcelona defended. Like all you had to do, low block, tell everyone to come back, help defend, don't let them do anything they need to do, like cross it in the last couple minutes so one person can just touch it and boom goal. Man, I just don't get it. So yeah, Barcelona dropped 2 points, 38 points now. Again, Madrid and Atletico Madrid now. I mean, after today. Oh, or before their game today, they still have 2 games to catch up to us. And Madrid, if they win their next 2 games, their game in hand, they'll be above us by 2 points. So basically, we just handed them that because it's not like Madrid have been perfect this season either. But the reason they're in it right now is because we've dropped points. Because at one point we were 6 points ahead of them after a Clásico. We were 6 points, and now we're potentially going to be down 2 points behind them. Barcelona are bottling it. I can say it. And yeah, still we're halfway through the season. It's not looking any easier for us either because a lot of people were saying, "Oh look, we already got past the tough games. We still got tough games this month. We have to play Atletico Madrid at the end of the month. We have to play Borussia Dortmund, and then we have to play Benfica next month for the Champions League. I mean, and Atalanta away. We still have difficult matches coming up, and we're playing like this. Not consistently good. It's not a good sign. It's not a good sign. Well, the difference, like a team like Liverpool, who are playing consistently good. That's the difference between us and them. And who you can say is the best team in the world, who's the best team playing right now. Liverpool are consistently good, winning in both league and the Champions League. While Barca is winning in the Champions League, yeah, but then losing and tying in the league. Because I consider these losses. I consider these ties losses. I can't consider it a win. I mean a tie. Because even if you get a point, when you're going against Madrid, you have to win. You have to win. And every time, like, it's just crazy to think, like, every time I think about these league games of us Barca fans wanting to win the league so bad, every time I think about it, I just think about the quote that Messi said. That because I remember I can acknowledge that as a Barca fan, and I think a lot of Barca fans can acknowledge that we've at one point gotten tired of winning the league. Like, okay, yeah, the league, we won it. Cool, nice, beautiful, we won it. Let's go for the Champions League. Let's go for the big league, for the big trophies. And I guess we didn't really appreciate how difficult and how hard it was. Like Messi said, we've won 9 leagues or something like that. And I think one day the fans are really going to appreciate how difficult and how hard it was to win those leagues because it wasn't easy. And now we're seeing it after that time, how difficult and how eager we are to win the league and seeing how difficult it actually was. Because at that point, I can admit myself, I was like, all right, we won the league. Who cares? Like, okay, cool. Like, it's something usual for us. Nice. Because that was the time we were winning consistently. But now we want the league. We want to win the league. And it's because we're not the same Barca as we once were. So Messi's quote has literally come to life. Is the fact we weren't appreciative of how difficult it was to win those league titles, and now we're seeing how difficult it is. Not to mention the Champions League, but yeah, that's life, right? That's life. So Barcelona lose 2-2 to Real Betis, drop 2 points, basically giving Madrid the chance to get ahead of us. Fuck everything. Fuck it all. All right. Let's now get into Real Madrid versus Girona. Oh my god. Girona host a home game to Real Madrid. Real Madrid going away to them. Obviously, Real Madrid, the game before that to Wecloome, lost 2-1. Terrible performance for Real Madrid. And going away to Girona was seen as, okay, they're going to lose again, especially for me. I was like, yeah, they're going to have a difficult match. They're going to lose. That's why I streamed it, right? I was like, all right, let me hate watch this shit. And it was completely in the opposite. It was completely the opposite. Real Madrid lined up with Thibaut Courtois in goal, Lucas Vazquez, Tchouaméni, Rudiger, Ferland Mendy, Luka Modric, I'm trying to remember it on the top of my head, Jude Bellingham, Arda Güler, Brahim, Mbappe, and Valverde. That was their team. Girona's, I don't even want to fucking talk about those losers, bro. Jesus. Jesus, man. First half. Did they go up for... Wait, I'm trying to remember now. This is all from the top of my head. This is the day after. I'm trying to remember when Madrid went up. They went up 1-0 in the first half, right? It's not gonna fucking look at it, bro. I forgot. The fuck? What the hell? Fucking football, bro. What is good with you? What's good with your app? Yeah, they went up. Oh yeah, Bellingham's goal. Okay. So first half they went up 1-0. So I explained in the stream, this Girona were worrying me. The game was worrying me like 20 minutes in because it was the exact representation of what happened last season with Girona versus Madrid. Obviously, Girona last season were incredible. They impressed. They were completely different from the Girona we're seeing this season. Finishing third, beating the teams they needed to be, getting to the Champions League. When it came to the difference between Barcelona and Madrid, they beat Barca twice last season, 4-2 twice. And Real Madrid, they got destroyed both times, 3-0, 4-0. Both times they got destroyed by Madrid. But again, like I was saying in the stream, this is exactly the same situation of Girona versus Madrid from last season. Girona will hold on to the ball. They would keep possession. They would look like they're playing good football, be all over Madrid, holding the possession, being on their side constantly more than Madrid were on their side. Was looking like Madrid were playing terribly. Girona were shooting a bunch of times, trying to get close to the goal, blah, 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 but no clear chances at all. The same situation from last season. Literally the same. Girona will get into their box, do a bunch of things, but lead to absolutely nothing, and then end up getting destroyed later on in the game. Literally exactly what happened. Girona kept holding onto the ball, boom, 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 pass. They were getting out the press good, blah, 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 but it led to nothing. It led to nothing. Thibaut Courtois had a field day today because every single shot went straight at him. Every single shot was just like a little pass to him, obviously with some power, but every single one, all at him. First half, you have to give it all to two players stood out to me the most for Real Madrid today. Two players. Obviously, there were some players who played bad, some players that were good, and I think like the main people for me that put up good performances today were Luka Modric. Yesterday, Luka Modric, Jude Bellingham, Rudiger. Valverde had a decent game too. That's pretty much it, honestly. Tchouaméni, obviously, the whole defense. But the main two standouts for that first half, and the whole game in general, but mostly the first half, was Rudiger and Jude Bellingham. Those two were the reasons Madrid were in the game, and those two were the reasons they pretty much won the game. Rudiger, defensive masterclass last night. Defensive masterclass. Led Girona to nothing. He defended them perfectly. Anytime they were on a counterattack, He would intercept it perfectly, get in their way. He was literally a nuisance to their defense. To their attack. He was perfect against Girona. He put in no wrong foot, was defending everything perfectly. Girona were struggling to get through him. They were struggling. That's why they kept shooting long balls. That's why they kept trying to cross, which led to nothing. They probably got through like once or twice, but again, it led to nothing. Rudiger, again, for me, was perfect in that first half. Great performance from him. As much as Chouameni too, but Rudiger was more of the standout. He was more of the standout for me, at least. And Jude Bellingham. Like I've said multiple times, I've said it. Like Jude Bellingham is a good player. He's a very good player. I'm not denying that he's a good player. Again, like I said, I'm gonna hate on him. I'm gonna hate on every Madrid player, because I'm a Barca fan. That's how it is. That's life. That's how it is. That's just football. That's football heritage right there. You're gonna hate on your opponent. You're gonna hate on your rivals. So obviously, I'm going to hate on Jude Bellingham, Kylian Mbappe. I'm gonna hate on all these guys so their team in general can be unsuccessful. But I'm not gonna deny their talent. I know how good Mbappe is. I know how good Bellingham is. I know how good Modric is. I know how good fucking Rudiger is. I know how good all these players are. So I'll acknowledge when they have good performances, like Jude Bellingham had against Girona. That motherfucker is a pressing monster. He just doesn't run out of energy. He was all over there. The whole pitch. He was everywhere last night. You couldn't see a single frame from the camera and not see Jude Bellingham there. There wasn't no place in that pitch that he didn't touch. He is a fucking monster, bro. He was everywhere last against Girona, and that's where he got the goal. Perfectly placed where he needed to be, and boom, squares it through. Kicks it in, power, gets through. That was crazy. Like it got through two players' legs, and gets the goal and gets Madrid 1-0 up. But he was fucking everywhere. He was fucking running like a beast against Girona, pressing them. Oh, like he's the reason they got the first goal, because press, and they got the goal, because that's how Real Madrid started the attack. Without Jude Bellingham last night, Madrid would have struggled, because Mbappe, Arda Güler, the rest are non-existent. But Jude Bellingham, wow, what a performance from Jude Bellingham last night. Literally, again, I can acknowledge when these players play good. And Jude Bellingham, that's the kind of midfielder you would want in your team. Puts in the work, and then on top of that, great ability, technically great on the ball, and then can score you goals. Again, that's the midfielder you would want in your team. And the performance he put up last night was the reason Madrid won the game. Because not only did he get a goal, he also got an assist in the second half. But yeah, first half goes up to Jude Bellingham, all him, and Rudiger. Great performance for him too. But again, Girona were lazy. They didn't do shit. They didn't do anything. Kept going for long balls, long shots, blah, 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 crosses. It led to nothing. That striker, oh my God, bro. That striker that they have is disgusting, bro. He's shit. Completely massive downgrade from Dobrik, but damn. Second half, what's the point of even talking about the second half for Girona? Because they were non-existent. That was a complete and utter domination for Real Madrid in that second half. Complete and utter domination. Girona had no chance. No chance. Yeah, so Real Madrid all over them in the second half. Literally all over them. Federico Valverde started, getting that freedom to go forward more. Jude Bellingham, again, great performance, great pressing. Like, literally, Real Madrid were all over them in every single aspect of the game. Possession, attacking, defending. Everything was perfect for Madrid in that second half. Girona tried it. Like, the one frustrating thing about Girona last night was the fact that they always try to play. I understand sticking to your system. I understand sticking to the way you want to play football, blah, 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 whatever the fuck. But if it costs you, what's the point? Literally, they conceded the first goal because they try to play from the back. Instead of just being smart and being like, oh shit, they're pressing us like crazy. Jude Bellingham is running at me at top speed. They're pressing, they're man-marking all of our players. Oh, clear the ball. Just clear it. Bomb it forward. You have a better chance of it landed on their half and they can start off the play from their half. Then they steal the ball on your half where you're completely wide open and then boom, they attack you and then score. That was frustrating about Girona. I don't understand what the fuck they were doing. Again, I understand stick to your principle, blah blah blah. But when the principle is breaking, just fucking let it go. Do something different. That's literally why they lost. Like trying to stick to the principle, but it led to nothing besides them getting scored on. So, whew. But second goal, Luka Modric makes a great pass to Jude Bellingham, and Jude Bellingham perfectly puts it for Arda Güler, who again, for me, had a terrible performance. I don't think he was amazing at all. Like Kylian Mbappe, again, not an amazing performance, but again, goals can literally clear that up, right? If you're having a bad performance, I can clear it up because I can say against Athletic Club, Bellingham had a bad performance, but he got the goal. So people would say, cool, he got some a goal and assist, whatever the fuck. So that's why, he had a decent game. They let him down, right? But the difference for this game was the same. No difference. The same thing. Mbappe didn't have a great game at all. Arda Güler did not have a great game at all. But they got the goals, which is, and you gotta give them credit for that, right? Arda Güler gets through, perfectly weighted pass from Jude Bellingham, and then squares it bottom right to put them 2-0 up. And then a long ball from Madrid from their side over to Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe gets through one player, boom, 1-on-1 with the goalie. Oh my god! And then he completely misses the net. You can't make this up, bro. This guy's confidence is just, I don't give a fuck if he scored. I don't give a shit. How do you miss that? I don't care if you already knew. I knew it was a foul. Oh, I knew it was offside. I don't care if you knew that. You at least finish it. Because let's say if it wasn't a foul, let's say you weren't offside because he wasn't offside. They called it because he apparently touched it with his hand and then he got through. But how the fuck do you miss that? How do you miss that? Wide open net, wide open. You 1-on-1 with the goalie. The goalie gave you so much space to just slot it in, bottom right, top right, whatever you wanted. And you completely and utterly missed the net. Again, I don't care if he scored in that game. His goal was actually good, but I don't care. But again, so I'll talk a little bit. But he scored, yeah, cool. But to miss that before, oh my god, bro, that just shows his confidence. Because again, if he wasn't offside, if he was on, everything was perfect. If he didn't, he touched it with his hand, everything was good, and you missed that. All right. But yeah, Mbappe gets the third goal from a great pass from Luka Modric. Luka Modric gets the ball. Bellingham was standing like in the middle, and then Luka Modric was like, "Yo, run, do something for me, please, move." And then Mbappe makes a good run. Modric with a great pass from the right side, and then Mbappe slots it bottom left. Again, some fault into obviously the goalkeeper because I literally just went under his hand. Like my guy, like do you not know how to save goals? Like going down, like drop yourself like sooner, whatever. But he got completely destroyed there. And yeah, 3-0 from Madrid, and from there, easy stroke for Madrid to just win the game easily, no problem. Boom. Frustrating, very frustrating for a Barca fan because again, Thibaut Courtois, like I said, had a field day. Every single shot. Here, long pass to you, hard pass to you. It was just like it was at practice. Like they're shooting at him, like he knows where they're going to shoot and stuff. They're shooting it right at him. Nothing to worry about from Thibaut Courtois. Yeah. So Madrid get the 3 points and fucking Barcelona over because now they have again, like I said, they have 2 games in hand or a game in hand, and they can potentially be over Barcelona if they win that game. Which the game in hand will be in January against Valencia at La Mastilla. So not an easy game for Madrid, but if they win it, boom, they have the potential of being on top, being leaders again. Fucking hell, bro. Fucking hell. Let me just look at Twitter right quick if there's any news. Oh, look at this. Mbappe obviously had his interview. I think in my personal opinion, if you have an interview, because he said like I'm going to give my side because of people are making up story. Again, that's the media, that's football. People are always going to say shit, always make up shit when they're non-existent. Cool, but I think if you're coming out for an interview like that to like clear things up or whatever, I think it's just mostly out of your frustration of how you're playing yourself, obviously, and to try and just send a message that this bad spell is gonna fix up eventually. But I think it's mostly for him than it is for the fans. Like, let himself um a little therapy session, right? Like, just let it out and say what he needs to say. Because when obviously as a footballer, I can imagine like there's just so many things being said about you, so many things like negative things being said about you that at some point you're gonna want to like you always want to say something. And obviously the best solution is never to go online and tweet something or go on Instagram post because that could be taken out of context in multiple aspects. And people will always try to like put a negative look at it in a negative way of what you're saying, especially if you got haters, rivals, whatever. That's just human beings, bro. That's just how humans are. They will always look at the negatives and try to look at the positives. Obviously, the fans will probably try to look at it in a positive way, like his fans. But the negative people, the people who are against him, won't. So it's clear that at least for me that this interview was mostly for him to clear things up, say what he needs to say, get it off his chest, rather than try to please the fans. At least that's what I think. But in his interview, they asked him the World Cup final versus Messi. I was furious as hell. You're a little apprehensive, as we were teammates at PSG. But the first thing, we laughed. He told me, "Hey, you already won once. This final brought us even closer. You learn everything from him. He does everything well." Whew, some good words from Mbappe. Some good words. Schlotterbeck, the Dortmund player, says, "Now comes a tough game, a home game against Barcelona. The stadium will boil." Yeah, that's going to be tough against. Like you guys know, I already made the bet that if we lose, I'm eating that fucking hot chip. I don't want to eat the hot chip, motherfuckers. Obviously, like I saw on news earlier that apparently Barcelona tried to appeal the red card from Flick, and that somehow nudged the whatever the fuck the people that made the decisions in the wrong way, and now they're trying to extend it for 6 games. Like if that happens, Jesus, rigged league. Kylian Mbappe can overtake Lewandowski in the win. Okay, no, fuck off. Hansi Flick wants to protect the players he subbed off today for the match against Dortmund. He knows the season will be very intense physically. Yeah. Hansi Flick will be suspended for 2 matches and will miss the game against Atletico. But Barcelona apparently will appeal the suspension. We'll see. Hopefully, because we need Flick on the sidelines. We'll be able to win. Frankie de Jong was very touched emotionally after the game against Betis. After the game, he felt guilty, had spoken with his teammates in an apologetic tone. Again, it was his fault for giving him the penalty, but at the same time, defensively, shit from Barcelona to let Roque get through like that easily. So, but yeah, it's your fault though. Trying to see anything else. So the reason Hansi Flick's red card today, as per the referee report, leaving the technical area, shouting and gesticulating, protesting one of my decisions. I saw Ancelotti's foot go into the field when Mbappe got fouled in the game. But no, Gil Marzano, we're best friends. Motherfuckers. Rigged. Xavi said, I enjoy watching Barcelona win. Yeah, cool. We all do. But when they lose, we hate them, right? I'm kidding. Yeah, fuck it. I don't give a fuck anymore. Fuck everything, man. Just fuck football, bro. I'm tired. That's going to be the end of this Barca talk. I hope you guys enjoyed me suffer a little bit, let out my rant. And we will be back, though. We will be back on Wednesday against Borussia Dortmund. I'm not eating a hot chip. Suck my dick, bitch. So yeah, this Champions League, I will be streaming both games for Atalanta versus Real Madrid and Barcelona versus Borussia Dortmund. I will be streaming those, so make sure twitch.tv/FABLeo10. Everything in the description, all the links to my fucking socials. Make sure to check all those out. And the Barca Talk, the next Barca Talk will be on, most likely drop on Wednesday, hopefully Wednesday nights, but probably Thursday, because I like editing these. I try to make it as, edit it as much as I can to make it entertaining for you guys. This one I'll probably just be lazy and just post it, to be honest, because fuck it. But for this week, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Will I eat the hot chip and suffer, or will I be happy and Barcelona are going to be basically through to the next round of the Champions League if we win this game? So hopefully, let's get this. Let's get this dub, Barcelona. Hopefully, don't make me suffer no more. Don't make me suffer. So yeah. So Barca Talk next week. Or this week coming up either Wednesday or Thursday. Make sure to tune in for that. I have a lot of other videos planned trying to make with my friends. Again, it's all about scheduling and because everyone works, everyone has their own life. So trying to make everything as much as possible because we will be entering end of this month, like we'll be entering like a break, obviously from football. Everyone needs their vacations, right? So I let a lot of things planned, and hopefully they will come to fruit soon. And we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe, favorite, hit the notification bell for every time we upload. Share to your local Barca fans. Share to your Madrid fans so they can roast me. We can have an argument, talk to me, chat me. I'll fucking talk back. Trouble, you never want it. So yeah, prepare for anything. Prepare for any comments. So, I hope you guys enjoyed, and peace.